Saudi Ka from Thailand. I am supposed to tell you our transportation, what it's taken us to get here to Thailand. First we started out in Moberly, Missouri at 7 in the morning on May 9th, and we drove 12 hours to Loveland, Colorado, where we stayed a couple days with Jed's family, and they blessed us abundantly with our last American food that we had for a while, and also with supplies for the trip. And then they took us to the airport where we started our true adventure to, we had like a 3 or 4 hour flight to LA, but it wasn't anything close to our 13-hour flight that we had to South Korea. Boy, was that an experience. From octopus to steak to weird movies, whatever it was an interesting trip to try to sleep to. So that was fun. When we got to South Korea, surprising enough, none of us were tired. We wanted to check out South Korea. So we had a day in South Korea with one of my good friends. And after that, we had a 5-hour trip to Bangkok, Thailand, a flight. There we stayed in Bangkok for a night with YWAM Base, and we had delicious like peanut butter and bananas. They're great for breakfast. And then we went, Tai Chi. Anyways, we had our orientation the next morning, and we had our 14 to 15 hour train ride to Nong Khai. Wow, that's all I gotta say about that one. I was happy to be somewhere where I could sit and not have to have squatty potty for a little bit, and it was good. We stayed in Nong Khai for probably like 5 hours, and then we drove probably 45 minutes to an hour to Indo-China Thailand, where we've been this whole week with this blessed church. And it's been a wonderful experience. And so we're here, and God has blessed us.
Yeah, that one's getting dirty. Look. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, for Jawway Bum, that is God bless you in Thai. Wow. So after our really long international flight, 12 hours long, which is crazy, that's a lot, we went to South Korea for our 12-hour layover, and this lovely lady named Norma, which is a friend of Tito's, took us in and showed us the top of her apartment building, which is a huge skyscraper. We were on the helipad looking down over the city of Seoul, South Korea, and it's pretty much amazing, as you can imagine. And she took us around the city. She took us to this bakery where nothing tasted like it should. Nothing was like sweet, filled with meat or bean paste. It's kind of weird. But we also went to this place where you sit on the floor on a pillow and you eat with chopsticks. It's really cool. All the bug stuff because I keep eating really alive. Anyway, we had a great time. We let us shower there, journal, and she gave us a real cool drink. I'm really thankful to her.
Okay. The whole book of Hebrews is really about Jesus and why his sacrifice is better.
I'm going to update you on our time in Thailand. So there we were. We arrived in Bangkok with no hassles and a very long travel time. After a little bit of confusion in the airport, we were finally able to make it to the base, where we were introduced to my good friend Chris Lenti, our outreach team's coordinator for YWAM Thailand. With a little bit of jokes at Tito's expense, my cameraman, the afternoon went along swimmingly. We had lunch and we soon realized that we had to catch our train, which was already booked for us. We had our train to go to the Nong Khai province in the northeastern region. After about 15 hours of traveling in an extremely cramped train ride, we finally arrived. Little did we realize that we had to backtrack to the southern province of Udon Thani, where that was the real place that we would be having our ministry. So we took a truck ride in the rain, with the girls being the ones at the expense of the rain in the back of the truck, to Udon Thani, where we were with a local pastor. This pastor did not speak anything in English. We did, however, have a translator with limited English, whose name was Piak, who helped us in our ministry for our time in Udon Thani. At the church, we were able to do several things, such as doing cell groups, handing out tracts to people, having the church service being done, programmed by us. We also finally were able to go to a mall a couple days ago and do an open air program where we did some dramas and share some testimonies while Piak, our translator, was able to share the gospel. Besides ministry, we are also quite able to delve into the culture and cuisine of Udon Thani, having things such as squid, fish eggs, pig stomach, parts of a pig that were conglomerated into pig balls. So we had pig balls, yes we did, and we also had scorpion. A couple years ago I was able to have this delicacy in Thailand, and I had the whole team participate. This crunchy, not satisfying, burnt taste of gag reflex inducing insect was an experience that the whole team was able to share. Apparently it is quite a delicacy in Thailand. Moving right along, we also had quite a few cultural experiences as well, such as hunting for clams for dinner, though we never actually had those clams. Another thing that the girls were able to participate in was a full-day event that involved them dressing up like the Taiwanese girls, or Thailandese girls, and do a cultural dance. That was on our final night, and it was a good goodbye for them. So, with some tears and some hugs, we were able to say goodbye. And now, we are quite ready to tackle our next country in Laos.
เพื่อทั้งหลายจะอดทนเหมือนกับชาวนาที่หว่านลงไปและถึงเวลาแห่งการเก็บเกี่ยวเราจะขอพระเจ้าได้ทรงรับรอง
Okay, I want you to pray for a couple things. Number one is we leave for Laos in about 2 days, and we need you to pray for our safety and our health while we're there. We're still unsure about exactly what we're doing, but we will let you know as soon as we find out. Pray for this church that we have been working with. They've been a huge encouragement for us. They are in need of financial help, and they're in need of a new building and lots of little things like that, but we know that God will work in this situation here because they all love the Lord so very much. Just pray for our health. There's been a couple stomach problems on the team so far. A couple bodies not working quite right. So, if you can pray for that, that would be greatly appreciated. And I think that's about it.
Hello. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be venturing into Laos, a country devastated by communism, destroyed by prostitution, alcoholism, and addiction to drugs. We're going to be spending 2 days in Vientiane, the capital of Laos. We're going to be working within the school systems with a contact that we know there, dealing with our skits and dramas, spreading the gospel to the children. And then after that, we're venturing off to the far west to a remote village where there's an unreached people group of about 30 people. The unreached people group is a people group that has never had the gospel presented to them. The 6 of us, we're going to be the first. This is Tito from Thailand. I'm out.
Go, Tito. Tito. All right. Delilah.
All in there? Oh, dear heavens.
Delilah, bite.
All right.
Hey.
Ew.
Yes.
I want to see this too. It's so hard.
I know it is.
It's really hard.
All right. Kayla, go ahead.
This is not a delicacy anyway. What are y'all eating?
Kayla, go
I ate
ahead.
his arm first. It's nasty. Mine's burnt. I'm glad it's burnt.